Hey Tim, did you watch the Cowboys game this weekend? Man, I told you, dude. I told you it was like the stupidest thing ever that happened, right? I mean, they did okay, I guess, but what? Huh? We're on? Oh, we're on. Oh, you're right. We are on. I apologize. Welcome to Beer Talk. Welcome to Beer Talk. Today's topic at hand is going to be by the pastor named Joel Osteen, or I like to call him Joel Oyster, or whatever the site is at. Yeah, he's a Televangelist, and what they like to call themselves the non-denomination or denominational religion. And also Kennteh Copeland, another guy that's pretty cynical and I think it's crazy as hell. And another person that I don't know her name, but I will eventually get to that point whenever I find her name. But let me go ahead and preface this. Before I start this conversation, or my thoughts about all this whole crap, I like to say I am a Christian that falls under the denomination of classicism. My sister told me to say that, so I'm going to say that because I just thought it was Catholic, but I guess for the rightful terms, it has to be under the Christian thing. So, yeah, anyways, I'm baptized. I did my confirmation, all that stuff, all that Hispanic stuff that we always do when we were born right away. So that's what I want to preface first and foremost. And also, I don't think religion is a bad thing. I think if you're into religion and you're being kind to others and you're a kind-hearted person, I think that's great. And if it helps you out to overcome some stuff in the past, that's also a wonderful thing. The thing I have a gripe about is people who force religion upon you, or they look down and belittle you if you aren't doing what they expect you to do. And in particular, Joel Osteen, if you don't remember who he is the one that didn't let people inside his church, his big ass church, right? He didn't let nobody in whenever the hurricanes happened down in Houston, Texas. And obviously, Twitter did his thing, and he ended up opening the doors after he was forced, rather than his religion, or rather than him being a good person and humbly letting them come inside. And speaking of Joel Osteen, the reason why I bring him up is because last night, or actually now Saturday, I was literally in the living room drinking some beer. You know how I always do. If it's not beer, it's not me, right? So I was drinking some beer. I accidentally was watching YouTube, and I accidentally hit the home button, and it led me to regular TV. And it was around 3 a.m. or so. And then this commercial came up from Joel Osteen that he had a prayer box. Now, the prayer box was already in my head, looked like a gimmick, looked like some bullshit. And the reason why I call BS on it is because, first and foremost, there's a lot of ways to give your prayers and ceremony, or your how do you say it? Your sermons out to your fan base, right? You have Spotify, you have iTunes, YouTube, and even if you don't want to go that far, right? If you want to go further than that, you can make your own app, and you could also have somebody donate $1 to contribute to the church, and foremost, probably contribute for the homeless, to give food to for people who need things like that, right? So I went to his website. There's no such thing as them providing that money to the church or to the homeless. It just basically goes to Joel Osteen, and I don't know what he provides it for, or I don't know what he's gonna say that he does, what he does with that money, right? So my thing is, like, if you want to give the word of God to your following, like, why not just give it for free, right? And let them choose if they want to donate something to you, because then it just becomes, you become glutton, right? You start getting all that money, and you start all this stuff goes into your head, and people idolize you, right? But the thing is, like, he also put a patent pending that if somebody comes with similar box style of his, he could sue them. I don't know. I find it very greedy, and I find it very just an asshole thing to do, And in order for for those who don't believe me that are our religion, I had to look up some quotes from the Bible, and just because if I don't know my own verses, and I feel like a bad person, but basically, I feel like Joel Osteen. Well, you know what? I'll say this to the very end, right? But I thought I had a huge problem with it, because I know churches that have apps that give their servants like it's live, it's all live, you know, and it's free. So I don't know what the hell he's doing, is charging them $40 for this stuff. And now let me just say this too as well. People who are buying it, that actually helps them, I'm glad it helps them, but I know that, and maybe they have the money to spend. So I can't really say on behalf of them and you know, bash on them, because they're just following the church. Joel Osteen, I don't know what the hell he is. I get Televangelist. I don't know how to say that even. It sounds hard to say it. I don't know. It doesn't roll good out of my tongue. And I don't know. And I think you have to pay money to be in that church, if I'm mistaken, or if I'm not mistaken. So that's one thing I want to bash on the guy, and that's all I gotta say. It bothered the fuck out of me. This is kind of what made me want to do beer talk. It makes me want to drink some beer. Like, that's how freaking ridiculous it is. It just, I want to drink a beer all the damn time. Every time I hear Joel Osteen, that guy, man, like his demeanor, his appearance, like all that, just calls out greed. You could call me out too. It's cool, but I mean, it's more criticism, righteousness criticism. Where I don't have, my sister told me to say it, but it's like that. Now, I don't like to talk about him too much, so let's go ahead and bring up the second person at hand, and his name is Kennteh Copeland. Now, I'm gonna play a little video for you to show you how crazy. How crazy he looks first. Not looks, sorry. I don't want to bash on looks, but he does look fucking weird as shit. He looks fucking demonic. But I just can't. If I was somebody following somebody, I wouldn't. I don't know how I would even start to think why I follow this guy, or what made me do it. You know, like what happened in my life that I had to follow this guy. You know. So let's go ahead and watch the video. Had to put the headphones on so I could hear it. So right now, I'm gonna go ahead and post it up for you right about now.
The media said what? The media said Joe Biden's president.
It feels like they're all forced to laugh with him, and that's why he continues laughing, because if he stops right away, I think nobody will laugh with him. I don't get that. What's so funny and like, what's holy about this? What's so fucking holy about this? Fucking ridiculous. Now, this is a perfect time to bring up the Bible verse. Oh, my headphones. So, well, this is what I, just in case if you don't want to know where this is from, it's James chapter 4, verse 6. But he gives more grace. Therefore, it says, God opposes the proud, but he gives grace to the humble. Right? Damn right. So, be humble about shit. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, that just seems fucking petty. And when I see this, I'm like, it's like, did they forget did they forget what to, you know, what I guess Christians are or whatever? Because I know some people who see this and like they give Christians a bad name, or whatever religion they are in particular. But look, like I said, I don't practice my religion as much as I used to, but I know what's good and what's not, and like I like to call out things and question things whenever I need to. But like this right here, both of these people seem like they have cults. And if you're in that, I mean, let me know, man. Like, I'm curious to see what the fuck a day of being in this like is. You know, like how does your day go by? Or is it any different compared to mine? Or maybe it's actually like, oh, it's not that bad. It's just it looks bad because he you know, makes it look crazy on TV or those little clips. But he's also said that he needed his own fucking private jet in order for him not to ride with demons on regular airplanes and shit. So I mean, there's that. Like, it's just fucking, and like the way people look at these two pastors. Let me throw out another fucking Bible verse on your asses. Sorry, not y'all, not my people, but you know, I mean, not my people. But basically, on the new Living Translation, here it is. It's the verse, Exodus 20, chapter 20, Exodus chapter 20, verse 4. You must not make for yourself an idol of any kind or an image of anything in the heavens or on earth or in the sea. You know, just be humble. Those damn pastors, be humble. Now, we got one more video to show you, and one video that I want to react to. Well, not react to, but I just want to show you, because I mean, yeah, I've seen it on the internet. It's just, you know, I want to play it.
Strike and 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 strike until you have victory. For every enemy that is aligned against you, let there be that we would strike the ground, for you will give us victory, God. I hear a sound of abundance of rain. I hear a sound of victory. I hear a sound of shouting and singing. I hear a sound of victory. I hear a sound of an abundance of rain. I hear a sound.
Okay, so what? Like, what? I have no words on that one. Like, I mean, come on. Like, this. Everything happens for a reason, right? God has a plan. I have my headphones on again. God has a plan, right? So maybe the plan was Trump getting the fuck out of the office, right? Maybe that was his plan. So I don't know, man. Like, they idolize that man like it's another god, and the people idolize the pastors like it's another god. Like, what the fuck happened to be humble? You know, what happened to just accepting? Well, I mean, they weren't defeated because they were never in, and you know, I mean, I guess they provided money. I don't know. I doubt it. I don't know. But basically, it's just, they all seem greedy to me, and I don't know. I don't like it. I just had to call it out. Look, if you're in this kind of thing, like, let me know. Maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, and I need to immerse myself into this and maybe see it firsthand. But I doubt it. I think it's all crazy shit. That's all my opinion. You can talk shit about me, but I mean, I know what I don't force shit upon anybody else, where I don't subject you to what I do in my life. You know, what I do in my life is private, and what I like to, I pray on my own self time when I go to sleep every single night. And I even have my prayers for my friends and family and for people across the world to protect them from everything that's evil, and obviously that everything, that we all have good health, and that tomorrow will be a better day for all of us. But I do it in Spanish, and but I don't throw my shit out there, and I don't force upon anybody else, and I don't use my religion to try to be a good person to get some brownie points with my God. You know, my God knows what we homies. I don't need the satisfaction of knowing what I did right. Like, I know what I'm doing right is because I feel as a person that I need to do that because I'm a good person, not because my religion told me to do it, you know? And yeah, those are my two takes, and that's what makes me want to drink beer. This is probably a sin within itself, but you know, we're all flawed somehow. Yeah, anyways, okay. I'm talking too much, but hey guys, so if you want to like follow me on Twitch, here's my Twitch. I play games, and I have fun with y'all, and you can talk to me there if you like. I don't have no followers, so I have 5. But also, this is my new segment. It's just, don't expect it to be every weekend thing. It's more whenever I have some stuff to talk about, either good, bad, or funny. This was more like a bullshit kind of shit that I just had to call out. And maybe next time I'll talk about Bad Bunny, because man, that guy's amazing. Anyways, sorry about that. Anyways, I will ship it on to Tom or Tim, or wherever he was at, whoever I was talking to. I forgot already in the beginning. But y'all be out there, be safe, wear your masks. It's gonna be greener pastures along this new year coming upon us, or this next month, or this month, who fucking knows. Anyways, adios, mi amigos. Salud. Peace. Bye.